What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Brian when I'm back again with another video. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel down below, and most importantly, make sure that you like and comment any questions or concerns like always. So we're here at our first detail of the day, and I'm actually recording off my phone because I had everything planned out. Everything was running smooth, and I left my SIM card to the camera, so I'm not going to be mic'd up this video. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of talk to you guys about our process when it comes into, you know, approaching a detail and kind of how we get started. And we're trying to, you know, record and show you guys step by step, so that way you guys can follow along and incorporate some of these things into your detailing business. Now, it is very important to note that we have invested into our van to get our van running and being efficient as possible, right? So we have remote starters, we have vacuum reels, we have pressure. Like, this is all not where we started, but it is where we are now because of the investments that we've made over time. And this is what we've seen that would make us more efficient, and over time it has definitely paid off. So we have an Audi A4, and we're doing a silver package on this car. Now, the first thing that I want you guys to do is to prepare yourself, right? Get your products ready, get your towels, get your gloves. I don't have gloves on right now because I just don't like wearing them. But if you wear gloves, get your gloves on, get everything ready, get your bag, so that when you come to the car, you aren't hit by any surprises, right? You're ready to go. Now, this car is a silver package, so it's getting shampooed and steam cleaned and all that good stuff, but it's honestly not in terrible shape. So what I like to do is I like to look at the vehicle first, and that's going to determine whether I start on the inside or the outside. So in this case, this scenario, the inside isn't terrible, so I'm not going to start on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and start on the outside. Now, step number one is going to be to remove floor mats, right? So we're going to go ahead and remove all these floor mats out the way. And while I'm removing these, my cousin there, he's going to start to spray them down and then rinse them off. That way we're kind of, you know, moving and grooving and working as a team, not working separately, doing completely different things. So now that we have those floor mats rinsed out and clean, we're going to focus on cleaning the wheels and tires, right? Now, this is probably going to be the dirtiest part of the vehicle, so it's very important that you guys take your time and do this correctly the first time, so that way the second time around you don't have to do too much work. So we're going to spray the inside of the wheelbarrow inside the wheels here. We're going to spray the tire. We're just gonna spray all over the inside of the rims and stuff like that to remove all that brake dust, all that grime. Now, me personally, I like to go ahead and start going with my brush. Now go side to side, in and out. And I like to kind of continue spraying because more chemical is not gonna hurt. It's only gonna make it easier for me. Now we're gonna switch to our brush here. And this brush is gonna be used to clean up these calipers, the rims, and the lug nuts. So now that we're done cleaning the wheels, we're just gonna go ahead and just rinse it off, rinse all the dirt off, and if we need to touch anything up, we just come back around and do so at the end of the detail. All right, so now we have these wheels both clean on this side. We're gonna go ahead and also focus on the gas cap here, the door jambs, which is all this right here, and then the door jambs up here too. Now this car is not terrible, so you guys are gonna see differences by the, you know, by what car it is and what customer it is. But for this case, it's not dirty, so I'm gonna just give it a rinse down. We don't need to go ahead and use degreaser and 5 different brushes. Give it a nice little rinse. Now, in a lot of my videos, a lot of people always ask me, what's my bug cleaner, what's my bug remover? And honestly, all I use is some degreaser. So we're gonna use purple power. We're gonna spray this down on the entire front bumper here. We're also gonna spray this on these mirrors here, because this is where bugs catch on to. So this is our purple power here. We're gonna go ahead and start spraying this, but before we do that, we also wanna make sure that we at least wet the vehicle. If the sun is out, if the sun has been hitting the car for a long time, you don't wanna go into direct spraying because you could stain the paint. Now, this car's in the shade and it's nice and cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and just simply start to spray it without wetting it, because, like I said, knowledge is important. You gotta know what you're doing in order to do what you do. So I know it's safe to do this, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on the vehicle here. So I know a lot of people are gonna say, hey, why aren't you using a specific bug remover? It's gonna work a lot better, this and that. And it's simply because we don't have to, right? We've done thousands upon thousands of cars using this method, and it's always worked out where the bugs always fall right off. So we're gonna also spray down the entire car. This is a white vehicle, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the same degreaser, and I'm gonna spray it all over the sides, the bottom, and kind of just make it a lot easier for our wash process when we're washing with our wash mitts to remove all that dirt and grime that's stuck on this white vehicle, because it is pretty bad on the lower portions. All right, so you guys are probably seeing that it's not that much soap on here. Our foam can is actually a little funky, so we weren't able to get some good foam action, but we got soap on there and that's all that matters. So far, we've only used purple power to clean the vehicle, right? I know a lot of you guys asked me what chemicals or products. All we did was use purple power to clean the entire car, right? That's the only product that we use for the exterior. And now we just picked this up earlier this morning, but this is some Lucas spray wax. This stuff works pretty good. I actually bought this at my local auto parts store because I don't have a store where I could just buy bead maker. But this is the next best thing, and it's super cheap. So we're gonna spray this all over the car and then use our drying towel to dry it up. All right, so I lost count on what step we're on, but in the video we'll tell you what step this is. But now this last step for the exterior, so far we did the wheels, and now I was saying my cousin, he is he's drying off the van. Oh my God, I need some water. He is drying off the car right now. So once he's done that, I'm gonna go ahead and follow up behind him on wherever side he's done and do the door jambs, right? So I'm gonna go ahead on this side and start doing the door jambs, and I'll kind of show you guys what I'm looking at when I'm doing that. So as soon as you open the door, the bottom portion right here is the most important, because it's probably gonna be the dirtiest, since this is probably the most heavily used area, right? It's the bottom. So we're gonna, simply wipe it off. And then we'll do this side here too. All right, so another part of the detail that's usually missed when you're doing the door jambs is probably going to be the actual door panel itself. So we want to make sure that we dry all this up and clean it up, because sometimes we might clean over there, we might clean all that, but we might forget all this dirty stuff down here that we need to go ahead and clean. So it's very important, like I mentioned, that you have the knowledge, that you have the proper knowledge, and you know what you're doing out here, so that way you're doing the best service for your customers, getting the best reviews, getting the best tips, and then you can offer the best pricing because of your quality of service. All right, YouTube, so we just finished detailing the interior. Like I said, that wasn't a part of this video, so I didn't show you guys that, but we're about to go ahead and finish up the exterior. So what we did was, which is an important tip that I want to give you guys, is to move the vehicle forward or backwards a few inches so you can get a better clean and also get a better tire application all over the entire wheel. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and actually wax the car. So I have that wax that we used earlier with a microfiber towel, and I'm gonna just simply spray a little bit on my towel and just simply wipe off any like excess, you know, drips and stuff like that that might be on the car, and also double check our front end bumper here that might have bugs and stuff like that still on it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then after that we'll spray the tire shine. My cousin already did the windows inside and out, so we'll wax it through the tire shine, and then that's it for this detail here. And then hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned some stuff throughout the process, throughout the way, because it's a lot more to it than most people think. But you know, if you keep doing the same stuff over and over, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll start to make it, you know, second nature to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this wax on here, and then we'll go ahead and wrap the video up there.